easy shape to actually embrace and understand. Especially here, that some places have been excluded, some other have been included. We are standing right here. And on this map, you can actually see that the ghetto was divided into two. Here, the so-called small ghetto, and here, the so-called big ghetto. So the big ghetto and the small ghetto. And the street between the two was called Chłodna. That's the street. The one with the historical pavement where the tram was going. Why Germans excluded the street? Well, exactly the same what happened to the brewery. Because they thought it's an important place and they decided that keeping the street inside of the ghetto would become a problem, an issue for the city transportation. Today it's a very calm street, really calm. But back then, in 1940, it was the main entrance from Berlin to Warsaw. So all the transport, all the trucks, all the lorries coming from Germany were coming to the city here. And also the trams were passing here. And if we have to cut this street, then we do not have where to redirect all the trams in the city. This is the reason why they've excluded the street from the ghetto. And let's sit down, okay? And I will tell you the rest of the story. Come on, Aiden. Save you a seat. Okay, so let's imagine it's 1940. We are Jewish citizens. We live in the small ghetto where the synagogue Nożyków that we have seen, but maybe we have friends in the big ghetto. How can we cross from the small ghetto to the big one?
With the tram? With the tram?
With the train? No, I mean, the street was excluded, okay? There was a wall on this side and there was a wall on the other side. And in between, like in a tunnel, between the two walls, the tram with the Polish people and with the German citizens of the city. Actually, at the beginning, in 1940, they made a hole, a gap in the wall on both sides of the street. And then a German soldier, he was allowing people to cross on foot. But first, the priority was to let all the trams and German cars pass first. So, traffic. Then we stop the traffic and we allow Jewish people to cross from the small ghetto to the big one and from the big one to the small one. This place where the hole, where the gap was where the city lights, the semaphore is today. If you've watched the movie, The Pianist, one of the most moving scenes from the movie is when our pianist, played by Adrian Brody, he wants to cross the street, but he needs to wait his turn because there is a queue. And while he's waiting his turn, he observes a German soldier who asks a guy to play something fun, something happy, something light. And then he's choosing his victims from the crowd. He's taking a very tall woman and a very short man. He's taking a very old man and a very young boy, and he's making them dance. Dance you then. Humiliation, yeah? They were his victim. He was really bored. This scene comes directly from this book I told you about, The Pianist, a book written by Mr. Władysław Szpilman, a Polish Jewish pianist who survived the Holocaust. But, as you can see, this requires at least one German soldier and the trams to stop and let the people pass. So it wasn't very effective. In 1941, the bridge over the footpath, over the street was built. And here I will share with you this photo because it's amazing. We have the house in the corner, a tenement house. That one, it survived untouched, so it helps us to get oriented. Then we have the historical pavement, the same one we see there. We have a tram number 16, we have a walls, and we have this bridge over the water. So people were coming, they were stepping up the bridge, and then they were visiting their friends in the small or in the big ghetto. A bridge is a symbol of connection. Don't burn all the bridges behind, yeah, we say. In Polish we have exactly the same proverb. So here it's very perverse, because it's actually a symbol of segregation, racism, and anti-Semitism. Because the bridge was just for the Jewish people. Everyone else was going below on Chłodna Street, Polish and German people. And many people call this the bridge of the broken rings, because from above they could see this part, this life that they left behind the wall. We don't have the bridge, obviously, it didn't survive, but we have an artistic installation that shows us the exact place where the bridge used to stand. So this is oxidated copper. Yeah? Do you see this installation? This is where the bridge was. Then on the floor you have written the ghetto wall. And you even have stones with two different colors, white and black, to show where the stairs were. All clear? Come back to the map.